Can you imagine F1 cars that are 40 centimeters shorter and 10 centimeters narrower than the present one, with an exclusive weight reduction of almost 50 kilograms? How do you think they'd look like? Obviously, more smarter and faster to run on the track. This is the plan of FIA for 2026. The high-octane racing world is running towards a seismic shift in 2026, and today we're going to dig into the exhilarating particulars of the FIA's blueprint for the next generation of F1 cars. Hey buddies, welcome to a ride to the future of Formula F1. Buckle up yourself because the countdown to the revolution is just begun. Pursuing the ideal concept of perfection, Nicholas Tombazis is orchestrating a symphony of changes to the core of F1. Yes, the chassis. The FIA has recently expressed its longing to build shorter, lighter, and more supple cars in the 2026 F1 season. The single-seater director of the FIA, Nicholas Tombazis, has confirmed that certain changes are planned regarding chassis. The most basic layout will be looked upon while considering a shorter wheelbase of approximately 3.4 meters, a reduction from the current maximum of 3.6 meters. Even though the details are yet not finalized, there are still instructions for narrower cars, potentially around 1.9 meters, marking a cut of around 100 millimeters. You know what? An objection from drivers regarding the increasing minimum weight of the cars has been raised. Tombazis addressed the issue by highlighting the importance and commitment of FIA to a substantial reduction in weight, which is 798 kilograms in 2023. FIA has planned to cut down the weight of an average car by up to 40 to 50 kilograms, coupled with downsizing the wheels to a sleek 16-inch rim. This concept buzzes with the idea of introducing a nimble car by FIA, which gave a perspective that recent cars are somewhat heavy and not fit for the coming season of 2026. Or they may just want an upgrade. Who knows? Well, FIA is not just changing the body type of cars, but they intend to change the entire DNA of the F1 cars. If you're an OG, you know that 40 to 50 kilograms reduction will bring the cars back to the same level they were during the 2021 season, before the current era of cohort of F1s. What we plan to do is to have a reasonable reduction of downforce for these cars, and a very, very large reduction of drag, Tombazis said by himself. Further, he added that we also plan to have smaller wheels. We are tentatively aiming for wheels that are 16-inch wheel rims, smaller wheel diameters with smaller widths both front and rear. All of these things we believe are pushing towards a significantly lower weight. The 2026 cars aren't just vehicles or ordinary F1 cars. They're nimble, agile predators poised to dominate every twist and turn the track throws their way. Grab every eye that will get to see the iconic 2026 season. Do you think you're ready for that? We need to touch the aerodynamics section too. Without that, the F1 revolution will be incomplete. What would it feel like to see a delicate dance between air and machine? That too a ballet of power and speed? The question here is, what is the goal? Well, clearly it's to gain a significant reduction in drag and downforce, building a pathway towards genuinely sleeker and more dynamic machines that hunt down the tracks like leopards. You want to know the exact words of Tombazis? He said, stating the issue, "We think we understand why and how and what we need to do. And we believe that next time we'll achieve a much more robust racing solution." Additionally, the basic aerodynamic regulations will aim to have this significant downforce and drag reduction. The 2023 season had a small worsening of the close racing features. The car had degraded a bit in their ability to follow each other closely. While talking about the cars they are planning to build, he said, "So the cars will be inherently a lot less draggy and will have a chunk less downforce." Tombazis emphasizes, "Aerodynamically speaking, we have a concept at quite an advanced status, an evolution of where we are now. I wouldn't call it a revolution. Getting it directly from the person in authority has surely made our hopes high. Let's see what the future holds." A technology that allows the shape and position of the vehicle's body parts to change dynamically according to the condition. A game changer, right? If we talk about active aerodynamics in F1, It means having two modes to the car effectively. So rather different to DRS, there's a mode where the car has high downforce and consequently high drag when it's in the corner, and a mode where it has a low drag when it's on the straight and consequently low downforce. Think of it as DRS on steroids, designed to compensate for the reduced downforce. It's not about slowing down the lead car, it's about creating intense battles at braking points where driver skill and strategy intersect in a high-stakes competition on the track. This isn't just about speed, it's about mastery, strategy, and the pure essence of racing. A key feature that will persist is a DRS-like element, supporting a following driver when they are within 1 second of arrival. The specific form it will take, however, remains uncertain. There will assuredly be something akin to the current DRS, allowing a following car within a certain limit to potentially position itself for an attack, remarked Timbazis. The exact mechanism, whether it involves an additional alteration of an aerodynamic component on the straight, an additional adjustment in the corner, or if it becomes part of the energy from the engine, is still under consideration. We're striving to arrive at the optimal solution. We don't want cars simply overtaking each other on the straight. Our goal is to have cars arrive closely at the braking point, engaging in a fight where drivers must showcase their skills. To quote Timbazis directly, "There will definitely be something equivalent to the current DRS, which will enable a following car with a certain limit to potentially get into a position to attack." What is F1 without speed and power? The answer is simply nothing. If we're changing the fate of F1 cars, power needs to sit on the table too. What can we change for that? Yes, the powerhouse of these beasts, the power unit, or PU. The FIA has already hired the engineers to do the job. The stage is being set for PU manufacturers. They are ensuring the stability and consistency of the work since 2022. While the chassis has taken all the limelight, let me tell you the most crucial player here is still the power unit. What is it focusing on? Efficiency, reliability, and seamless integration with a restored chassis for a harmonious dance of power and precision again. Timbazis says regarding this is stated that the PU side, the regulations are fairly stable. They were already defined more than a year ago, and PU manufacturers are busy developing them. We have regular sessions with them just to make sure we close any misunderstandings or loopholes if they're coming. Last but not least, speed, the monster of the F1 world. Timbazis reassures the F1 fans that lap times will not take a tailspin. If even we get a slight decrease in that, fans will have to digest it as the price for thrilling and breathtaking races. Currently, the enterprise emphasis of FIA is not on outright speed, but they're planning to create a dynamic, nail-biting spectacle where driver skill and strategy take center stage and nothing else. To quote Timbazis again, "It's going to be very close to now. I think we're going to be within a couple of seconds or something like that. Even if it was 5 seconds slower, we're not going to be sweating too much." As we wrap up this exhilarating exploration into the future of Formula One, one thing remains certain. The 2026 cars are more than a mere evolution. They're a revolution in the making. What are your thoughts on these revolutionary changes? Does the prospect of F1 returning to its roots ignite your passion for the sport? Share your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop on all things Formula One. Until next time, Gearheads, this is Logan signing off. Stay tuned for more adrenaline-pumping updates in the world of Formula One.